Hey guys, what is up? It's Jay, and this is my video talking about the details that I noticed in the newest gameplay trailer from E3 2016 for Kingdom Hearts 2.8. Sadly, I was at work and had to miss the live event streaming thing, and GameSpot did not seem to have this anywhere on their page. So I had to actually go looking around, and as it so happens, I already saw the trailer. Or, well, most of it anyway. So there's not going to be a reaction to that. So I'm sorry for that, because I can't give you guys a genuine reaction when I've already seen most of it. So the start of the gameplay, once again, just like the last trailer we got, is Dream Drop Distance. But unlike last time, I'm actually going to be talking about it because there's actually news here. So the first thing to note is just how smooth everything looks. It's actually been confirmed that this will be running at 60 frames per second, which is much better than the 30 frames per second that we're all used to from the other titles. Other than this, there are 3 new things to this version of the game. Remember, the original was on 3DS and relied on the touchscreen a lot. We don't have a touchscreen on the PS4, so they needed to rework how some stuff worked. First, we can see the command deck HUD thing. In the original, it was just 2 layers tall, and it only had the attack commands that you equipped it from your command deck part of the main menu. Now it seems to be 3 layers tall, but also has what can be compared to a shortcut menu, but for your links with your Dream Eaters that you're currently partnered with. My guess here is that it's going to work very similar to the normal shortcut menus, and you likely hold the L1 button to stay in the shortcut menu just like you would with any other title. And then you use the up and down arrows on the D-pad to select between link attacks. The second thing we can see here is up on the top left corner. This has been the placement for the information bar in all of the titles so far, and it's pretty obvious that that's what this is because it's literally the exact same thing. But this one tells you about something that has actually been changed from the original Dream Drop Distance. On the 3DS, you would swipe the touchscreen or press, I believe it's X and Y, together to start the reality shifts. In this version, it seems you have to press circle and triangle to start them. It's still yet unknown exactly how the reality shifts will work. I don't believe that a demo for this Dream Drop Distance was available for people to play at E3. Also, you had to use the touchscreen to actually do the reality shifts, like the actual physical things you have to do. Like on the grid, you had to click the words on the screen, or in Traverse Town, you had to use the touchscreen to aim where you were going to fling or whatever. So I guess this is just something we're going to have to wait and see about. And the final thing we get to see for Dream Drop Distance is a new Dream Eater. It's called a Cat Nuki, which looks like a Meow Wow grabbed Mario's Tanuki leaf. I'm pretty sure this is just a recolor of a normal Meow Wow because it's the same link attack and it still acts like a normal one. So then we're going to move on to the gameplay that we got for 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a Fragmentary Passage. There's a lot here, so I'm just going to dive right in. This part starts off with Aqua running, then shooting a blizzard attack. But this looks really familiar, doesn't it? That's because we've already seen this before. Back in one of the old Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers, we saw Sora do this exact same attack, and this shows you more of what's happening. It's pretty obvious that flow motion is being used here, as we already know that's going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3, and we suspected it was going to be in this game too. This looks like it works very similar to how it does in Dream Drop Distance when you land on a rail and you automatically start using flow motion on it. Replace the rail with this line of ice, and you have the exact same thing. Once you walk onto the line of ice, you start up the flow motion. This is a weird attack though. It's basically the same as a normal blizzard attack, where you shoot a thing of ice at the enemy, but instead it now leaves a trail. It seems to continue on like a homing path, but this one seems to go to a lamppost instead of an enemy. So I don't actually understand as much here. Also, you can see that later in the trailer, it actually does work the same way as I just said, as here Aqua shoots her blizzard attack at an enemy, and it leaves that same trail, and then she uses flow motion on that trail to get a higher jump to get onto the rooftop. Anyway, I talked real long on that, so let's go on to the next one. So here we see something else that we're already familiar with, the parkour style jumping. We can see her doing this jumping animation that looks an awful lot like the one seen here in the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. And we can even see those little sparkles here that are also present in the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. It looks like this might be an auto thing, where when you reach these sparkle effect things, that it's going to automatically do whatever you need to do at the time. The last thing I want to talk about, I saw in the gameplay video put out by HMK, where he was playing the demo live at E3, but it shows it in this trailer too. It seems now that when you cast Blizzard, it actually physically freezes the enemy in place and they can't move. I really like this, and I really hope fire catches enemies on fire. That'd be fun. Oh, actually, one last thing before I end this. Something that has been confirmed. During HMK's live gameplay video thing that I just mentioned, you can actually see him doing things like changing the menu. So it seems like these two dots on the shortcut menu actually are two different pages. The second page on the demo goes to some potions, so it looks like that's where you're going to have your items rather than your magic in the shortcut menu. So it's a shortcut menu for items, but there's only one, so we don't know yet. And it seems that the way you get to those menus is just like I had originally thought. While you're holding down the button to, which I'm pretty sure is L1, to get to the shortcut menu, you use the up and down directional buttons on the D-pad, and it'll switch the page up and down. So that's something to look forward to, and I really hope that that second one is all items, because I would love to have it so that I could get to a shortcut that has potions, elixirs, and ethers, and all that kind of stuff in one menu. Alright, so that's all I have for this. Let me know what you guys think of the new footage in the comments. Subscribe for more, and I will see you guys later.